Are you looking for an easy method to learn how to read music? The majority of methods used to teach music today are difficult and time-consuming. However, at the Music Learning Workshop, we've developed a straightforward, concentrated approach to making reading music easy. In order to read music, you have to understand that notes have two attributes: time value and pitch. Both of these are written on the master staff. Pitch is defined in either a space or a line, and time is defined by notes, symbols using different heads, stems, and dots. To break it down further, there are four foundational areas that you need to learn in order to read music. The first is in learning note names and where they are located on your instrument. The piano keyboard is the most common visual aid. Second is learning how those notes are read on the master staff. Third is to determine note relationships called intervals. And fourth is in rhythm or time value of notes. Let's explore each of these a little bit more. In first learning notes, you have to define the alphabet. In music, that is the note names. You also need to become familiar with the note symbols used to express those notes. Next, you'll move onto the keyboard to learn where those note names belong and how those note names get called, sharp or flat. After learning basic note names, symbols, and the keyboard, you will go on to learn the master staff. You can quickly learn the elements of a master staff and how to read those notes on both staves. While mastering the note locations on a staff, you'll also learn note relationships and how to recognize the 8 major intervals and how they are related to minor intervals. Music defines the note pitch and that you will play by identifying the tone and the note name that it goes with. In giving a position on the master staff, you are given the ability to communicate those notes to be played. Tone is the frequency of vibration and sound value that reach your ears. The tone on a typical piano ranges from a low A at 27.5 cycles per second or hertz up to a high C of 4,136 hertz. This is the typical instrument range of tones that make music. The 7 note names are repeated over and over in patterns to define the tones. Yes, notes with the same name have related frequencies. These two notes played together sound the same except the pitch is different. You can see the grouping of notes known as octaves shown here in the colors. Notes have name modifiers called sharp, flat, and natural. The standard note names get raised or lowered by what are known as half steps. They add the title of sharp or flat to their names, as in A sharp or B flat. This note actually has 2 names. The natural sign means to bring that note back to its original name or to remove the sharp or flat title. When exploring the master staff, we see the same note name many places. This gives us a clue in how to learn the master staff, and with the use of pattern recognition techniques, you can learn the master staff quickly. Note relationships, called intervals, are a very important part of music. They provide a basis for other music elements such as scales, key signatures, and chords. These relationships have names and sound qualities as well. Knowing exactly how intervals look and are defined makes reading music much easier. The Getting It Down Cold Music Notes Workshop is designed to allow you to learn all about notes and become more proficient in music knowledge in just a few weeks, where traditional study may take months to learn the same lessons. The 3 study areas are: first, notes, symbols, and keyboard for the absolute beginner; second, mastery of the master staff; and third, note interval mastery. This foundational material, when done first, makes other music elements much easier to learn. The 4th area of reading notes is rhythm. We've made this a completely separate workshop, as it is probably the most important part of learning to play music well. It's a lifetime of study, and starting out right with the 3-step process while learning rhythm is essential to your success. Be sure to check out the Rhythm Workshop. The Getting It Down Cold Music Notes Workshop is a foundational beginner's course that every music student should master quickly.